Farmers have always adapted to the market, Cena. If the market wants more butter and butter goes to whatever, $20 a pound, guess who's going to switch from Holsteins to Guernseys and Jerseys? Cows that give a more balanced milk. Those will shift over. It would be. What I'm not seeing is Trump saying, guys, the world is awash in soybeans. The gravy train is over. The government is bankrupt. We don't have billions of dollars. And so suck it up and put your farms into grass and grow cows and jerseys and lower volume cows with high butter fat to make butter so that we can make a pound of butter, per 2 gallons of milk instead of a pound of butter per 10 gallons of milk.
Wow. Is that what it takes?
Yeah. Yeah. Butter only comes from cream. You don't make butter from skim milk. You make butter from cream. And so these high producing Holstein cows produce, a quarter the cream that the lower producing Guernseys and Jerseys and things like that produce.
Oh, wow. And that's what we predominantly have on in the industrial.
That's what the whole dairy industry is about is these big high producing Holstein cows that produce all this liquid product, but they don't make, but it doesn't have cream.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, it is. I mean, so if we just converted our milk supply from these, 12 gallon a day Holsteins and went to a 6 gallon a day Guernsey, we would again, we're back to the food matrix. Now suddenly you would balance the liquid milk and the butter. What we've done is we've completely imbalanced the liquid milk. And of course, that's one of the reasons that we have to skim milk is because there's not enough cream to make butter. And so if you go back to a more balanced product to start with, now you get way more butter per gallon of liquid milk. All right. And that then balances it out in the milk that I'm opposite you. I guzzle a glass of milk every morning. I mean, if I haven't had a glass of raw milk, I haven't joined the day. But
you're drinking the raw milk.
Yeah, I'm drinking full whole raw milk from Jersey and Guernsey cows that are grass based on the real deal. Yeah.
And well, let me get back to that just a minute. But just a little caveat. I'm not opposed to milk. Like I do drink raw, like A2 whole milk from time to time. But I cycle it. Like it's not a staple for me. But so I'm not opposed to it. Like, so please don't send hate mail. Like I'm not opposed to milk.
So for you, drinking that milk is equivalent to me drinking out of the cow trough.
Yes. Yes. And I think of it as helping my microbiome.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the same thing, I sprinkle it in like a garnish, but wait, so if I'm hearing you right though, and I do want to move on to saturated fat, but you brought up this excellent point. So 2 thoughts. One, hearing you explain this about the cows emphasizes to me how much our food supply is really out of balance with nature.
Yes.
And 2, that in order to supply this much more butter, are you saying that we're going to have to replace the types of cows that these industrial farms are growing?
That's exactly right.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
And of course, but the thing is, farmers have always adapted to the market, Cena. Farmers have always adapted. So if the market wants more butter and butter goes to whatever, $20 a pound, guess who's going to switch from Holsteins to Guernseys and Jerseys and Dutch belted and, other, smaller framed and smaller production cows, more cows that give a more balanced milk. Those will shift over and it'll
wouldn't that be exciting?
It would be fantastic. Yes. Be fantastic. And
Wow.
it would greatly change cow health, herd health. I mean, the kind of dairies that I'm describing, those cows often last 10, 11 years. These Holstein milk factories, the cows don't even last. The average cow is dead at 4 years old. She's 2 years old, has a calf, hopefully has one more calf, and then she basically skeletally and her whole she just burns out. Like the average chicken only lasts 10 months.
Wow. How long does a chicken last in the wild?
Well, I mean, they'll last 5 or 6 years, but they don't really lay well past about year 3.
Wow. That should be a real red flag for people.
10 months. Yeah, I mean, so think about this. Well, we got to get to your other stuff, but think about this. When we talk about human longevity, we have so messed up, dysfunctionalized. Is that? I don't even think that's a word, but anyway, we have so messed up our animal agriculture that everything has a much lower life expectancy than it used to. And is it any wonder that when you make your food source break down earlier in life, no longevity, that you would see an equal breakdown in human longevity?